Hello everyone, Riley here with the T-Storm Chasers. We will jump into our weather video in just a moment, but first here is a word from our friends at Cube Portable Storage.
What are you doing?
Decluttering?
Moving? Remodeling? In need of temporary storage, emergency cleanup, or just need to declutter? Cube Portable Storage has the perfect solution. Rent your Cube Portable Storage container today.
And don't forget, they got roll-off dumpsters for the other stuff. Call Cube Storage for all your moving needs.
All right, good evening everyone. Today is Wednesday, March 11th, 2026, and let's dive right into our video. Taking a look firstly at the current radar picture, and boy, we've had some very interesting weather today. It started off as a beautiful sunny day out here today, and we had some fairly mild temperatures for this time of the year. We've had temperatures mainly in the 40s today. But then as the day went on, we started to see more clouds develop, and we also, with that, started to see some rain showers pop up, and they have expanded, and they continue to move southeast throughout this afternoon and evening. And as a result, have a look at the radar picture, and as you can see, southeast South Dakota, southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa, and northeast Nebraska, all seeing some activity here. We're seeing not only some light rain showers, but we're also seeing some possible snow. Now, also a whole nother thing about this is earlier we saw this thing called grapple. What is that? Well, it is a very interesting weather phenomenon where basically it's like foam-like texture, and it is like it looks like hail, but it is not. It is, again, called grapple. It is kind of a mix between like snow pellets and sleet, and it's kind of a mixture. And it's, again, when water freezes onto snow flakes, and it is very interesting weather phenomenon. We even saw a shelf cloud earlier this evening. Look at this. This was from our weather person, Braden. He sent this photo in to me. He sent this to me earlier, and this is a shelf cloud that was out there near the Sioux Falls area. So very interesting that we had a shelf cloud. I also heard thunder, and here is a closer look at that phenomena that I was talking about. This is the grapple. And as you can see, there's a visual. It looks like styrofoam. It really does, and the texture is very odd. So I took this photo. This was a very interesting weather development today, and in fact, actually, as I speak, this is still going on right now. It's still falling from the sky right now. So this grapple is still falling right now, and going to continue for the next few minutes. All right, we're going to get back to our weather video in just a moment, but first, any sponsorship opportunities out there, we are looking for sponsors. So if you are interested in partnering with T-Storm Chasers and becoming a sponsor with us, feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page or any of our social platforms, as well as our email or phone number. And we're also launching our new weather call system that is available now. Highly recommend. Sign up. It's $15 for a whole year, and you get life-saving phone calls from us here at T-Storm Chasers. It is a GPS-based system, so any warnings that are issued in your area during severe weather events such as tornadoes, severe weather, and flood events, any warnings that are issued for your immediate area, you will receive a phone call within seconds from us at T-Storm Chasers, giving you guys life-saving information. If you're interested, sign up today. Go to the website at tscalert.org. Now back to the video. All right, so let's look at the week ahead here using the Pivotal Weather European model. So for the rest of today, again, we're going to be dealing with these like showers, if you will, the rest of the day. But as we go into tonight, these are expected to die out. Now let's go into tomorrow. You can see a lot of the activity is going to be north of us into North Dakota, Canada, and northwest Minnesota. But some of this could leak into South Dakota, as you can see here, for your day tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be warm enough tomorrow. It's mainly going to be rain. So we're looking at some light scattered rain showers, maybe even a thunder shower here and there. Just depends on how much instability we get. But it is possible. So that is going to be the story tomorrow. Now, again, we're not looking at snow tomorrow. So we're looking at straight on rain. Now, as we head into Friday, out west, Rapid City, Pierre, western South Dakota, could see some light to moderate snow out there on your day Friday. Now, as we play this out, Friday night into Saturday morning, there could be some light snow from Rapid City to Sioux Falls. And then as we head into Saturday afternoon, and that is when we start to notice a change here. There is a low pressure system coming into our region from the west, and that is going to cause some issues. We're looking at a snowstorm this weekend. No sugarcoating it. We are looking at a snowstorm this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, and even a possible blizzard is possible. Have a look here at the latest, and you can see it covers pretty much our whole area, our whole Quad State region. And Sioux Falls is right in the thick of that with, again, snow and mainly snow for this system is what we're looking at. And any kind of wind that we get on Saturday and Sunday is going to be enough to cause issues because of this, possible heavy snowfall. And so again, for travel plans, if you have any travel plans this weekend, you might want to rethink any travel plans because we are looking at a snowstorm again Saturday into Sunday this weekend. So need to make this very clear that you guys need to be aware of this and a heads up here for this weekend. Now, exact amounts, we are going to take a look at the latest on the European model through Sunday. And you notice basically through Friday, we're not really seeing much here. But once we get into Saturday, it starts to fill in here. It starts out west, western South Dakota, and then it fills in across central and eastern South Dakota as we go through the day on Saturday. And look what happens Saturday night into Sunday. We see some heavy amounts here in southern Minnesota into northern Iowa. Anywhere from 6 to 12 inches looks likely across these areas. Now, Sioux Falls could even see some decent snowfall amounts. We are looking at possibly anywhere from 3 to 10 inches from basically Yankton up through Sioux Falls and into southwest Minnesota. Now, Sioux Falls is right now looking at around 6 to 7 inches of snow. And eastern South Dakota, again into southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, look to see the most snowfall out of this system. But northern South Dakota as well could see anywhere from 4 to 7 inches. So as of right now, that's how things stand. And obviously this can still change. We're still a few days out yet. A lot can still change, but exact, location of the system, exact snowfall amounts yet to be determined, but this just gives us a general idea of what we can expect for this system. It does look like we are going to see some measurable snowfall, which is welcome. We need the moisture, and maybe we could use rain instead of snow, but we'll take the moisture any way we can get it, and we definitely need it. And I will say, a blizzard is not out of the question here, so need to be on alert for this. Now, another huge factor into this forecast is the wind gust map. Have a look here at the latest, and you can see starting tomorrow, we are going to pick the wind right up. We're looking at some very strong winds out here in western and central South Dakota and in northern South Dakota. Those are the areas that are expected to see the most wind gusts, the highest wind gusts. We're looking at anywhere from 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. That is no joke. We are looking at some serious wind gusts out here. Again, western Nebraska, western and central South Dakota, and northern South Dakota. We're looking at very strong winds, 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts expected. So this is not going to be a fun day tomorrow. It's going to be a rough day of weather tomorrow in terms of the wind. So need to be on alert. Even Sioux Falls could see 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts as well. So we are looking at a very windy forecast for tomorrow into tomorrow night, and need to be weather aware of that. And as a result of these strong winds that are coming, they have went ahead and issued high wind watches and high wind warnings for the entire state of South Dakota, western Nebraska, and then into Minnesota and northern Iowa. So this high wind warning that is in place again for Sioux Falls, northwest winds 25 to 35 miles per hour with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour from tomorrow through Friday morning. And again, out west, western South Dakota, we're looking at winds of 35 to 45 with gusts up to 80 miles per hour expected. Here again across western South Dakota, central and north central South Dakota, and into Wyoming. It's from tomorrow morning through tomorrow evening. So need to be on alert of this. This is a very dangerous situation, especially for those traveling and semis. Always got to worry about the bigger vehicles like that. Probably going to see some semis tip over, unfortunately. Just kind of the nature of this thing. So be on alert. This is from the National Weather Service. Again, these high wind warnings, that's why they put these out to alert you guys of this. Oh, and did I mention this? We have fire weather concerns as well. In addition to all of this, we have red flag warnings for all of Nebraska into southwestern Iowa, and these red flag warnings are for mainly tomorrow is what we're looking at. And again, strong wind gusts, low humidity, dry ground. Not a good recipe. And there is also fire weather watches that are also in effect for central and southeastern South Dakota into northwestern Iowa. That does include Sioux Falls. And fire weather concerns continue. And this is, again, for tomorrow through tomorrow evening. For, again, low humidity, strong winds up to 65 miles per hour, and dry ground. So, in addition to everything in this forecast, there's a lot to sort through. Very interesting time of the year. And on top of all this, we have fire weather concerns as well. And last thing to go over here is the temperatures. I did not forget about the temperatures. Have a look at tomorrow. Look at this. It looks like a really nice day, right? We're seeing temperatures widespread 60s and 70s across the area. There are a few exceptions. Up in the northeast part of South Dakota, 40s to low 50s. Minnesota, 40s to low 50s. But overall, we're looking at a really nice temperature forecast for tomorrow. Temperatures, again, in the 60s and 70s. I think Sioux Falls could easily hit 60, and I think we will hit 60 tomorrow. But again, it's not going to be a really nice day because we are going to be dealing with extreme winds. Again, up to 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. So there's a trick to this forecast. It looks like it's going to be a nice forecast, but tomorrow, unfortunately, is not going to be a nice day because of the wind. How about Friday? Well, Friday we are going to cool things down, and we're going to see temperatures return to the 30s and 40s across the area. Sioux Falls around 40. So we're looking at some below normal, below average temperatures for this time of the year, making its way into the forecast. How about Saturday? Well, map really doesn't change a whole lot. It looks about the same. We're looking at around 40 again for Sioux Falls. That's slightly below average for this time of the year. 30s and 40s widespread across the area. And then how about Sunday? Look at this map. Things really start to change the other way, don't it? We are looking by Sunday, looking at a more of a cool down. We're looking at temperatures falling into the 20s for daytime highs. Yes, that is what we're looking at. 20s and 30s widespread across the region. Sioux Falls around 30 degrees on Sunday. That's well below average for this time of the year. Right now we should be in the low to mid 40s for our region, and we're going to be in the 20s and 30s. Wow. What a contrast to what we've been seeing. And look at Monday. This is Monday of next week. Some of the raw numbers coming in. Teens for daytime highs. My goodness, if that actually plays out, that is an insane contrast to what we've been seeing. Again, we can have a scenario where tomorrow we're in the 60s and 70s, and then by next Monday we could be in the teens and 20s for daytime highs. My goodness, winter is not leaving just yet. How about Tuesday of next week? Well, looks like a slight improvement on Sunday and Monday, but still 20s and 30s in the east. You do notice, though, out west it is significantly warmer, according to the latest here. 60s and 70s out west, and 50s and kind of in the middle there, the 40s and 50s in the middle. And Sioux Falls in the low to mid 30s. And then how about next Wednesday? Well, it does look like by the time we get towards next Wednesday, this is a week out from today, it does look like we are going to start to turn back the other way. And it does look like we will start to warm things back up. It's just going to take a little bit. So we are going to go through, once again, kind of a roller coaster of temperatures. And this is what we're looking at for the next week. So that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. I know there's a lot going on here. If you smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and drop a comment down below. We want to hear from you guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ring those notification bells so you don't miss any of our videos. And check us out also on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok as well so you don't miss any of our content over there. And with that, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.